So Zim Whodey is under attack a little bit from Steelers fans for this post he made yesterday revolving around him calling out the Pittsburgh Steelers for being dirty. Obviously, after the hit Mika Fitzpatrick did on, Nick Chubb, there was a lot of talk and discussion about everything. This is what he had to say. They just got to stop acting like this is new. This is who they are. They are taught this. They've done it to all of your teams in the NFL. And you already know I love Zim Whodey, and I'm always going to be on his, side and, defend him here. But I will say that the Mika Fitzpatrick hit on Nick Chubb, I do not believe was a malicious hit. I know there's a lot of people who are attacking him for it, and yes, he did hit Nick Chubb's left knee, and it went outward. Like, it was absolutely horrendous. And he ended up going to hospital, Nick Chubb and Mika Fitzpatrick. Because not a lot of people talk about on that play where he hit Nick Chubb, he also got hurt in that play. And he was out for the rest of the game. He had to go to the hospital after the game because of it. So there's a lot of things going on here outside of just that one play, right? And as Zim Whodey is pointing out here, this is a video of James Harrison absolutely taking number 12 for the Browns here, head off pretty much on this play. And of course, I think that's Josh McCown. Josh McCown is on the ground and he's hurt. And there was a play that really did not need to have happen what happened there. At the end of the game, it's 5 minutes to go, and James Harrison was headhunting, as they would call it, and trying to hurt, Josh McCown on this play. Now, as he points out, the Pittsburgh Steelers are a very dirty team, dirty franchise. And I will say, I don't think as a whole the Steelers are dirty, but there was a lot of particular players throughout the years that are the most dirtiest players in NFL history. And I don't really care what Steelers fans have to say about that. This is a fact of the matter. This is the truth. And this is what it is. Number one, James Harrison. James Harrison was one of the dirtiest players to ever play in this game. And yes, he did play for the Bengals for 1 year. Yes, he did play for the Steelers for most of his career. He actually started in Baltimore, ironically enough, in the Baltimore Ravens practice squad. But he was one of the dirtiest players of all time. And there's no going against that. He was trying to cause players to get hurt. He was headhunting on every play. He wanted to injure you. He wanted to hurt you. And thankfully he's not in the game anymore, because there's no place for players like him in this game. The second player I can think about that was really dirty was Joey Porter Sr. Yes, obviously, Joey Porter Jr.'s father. He was a red-zone linebacker for the Steelers, and he was one of the dirtiest players for years. Again, another mentality of, we're not trying to tackle you, I'm trying to end your career, which is disgusting and not a place in football, right? You're not going out there to end someone's career. You're trying to win the game, but he purposely wanted to end people's careers. Number 3 is Hines Ward. He's another player that was absolutely just a menace when it comes to being dirty in the NFL. Other than that, though, obviously they had Mean Joe Green in the 80s that was dirty, but that's way back in the day. I'm talking about recent memory. Troy Polamalu was very dirty, too. He's another player that, was just disgusting throughout his career. And again, I'm not saying these guys weren't good. All of these guys I'm listing right here were very good players. But at the same time, though, they're very dirty players. They're not fair players. They play with this mentality of, we don't care if you end your career or you never walk in again. We'll do it because we want to. And that's disgusting. Now, I'm not just going to call it the Pittsburgh Steelers here, because every single team in this division has had their own set of dirty players. Except for Cleveland. Cleveland. Okay, Browns fans, I'm not calling you clown fans. I'm not trashing you. We're going to separate it here, okay? You clown fan, it's in my blood there. Browns fans, you go over there, right? Sit at the little kids table, and us other 3 teams, we're going to have a conversation, right? And we're going to have adult conversations here. So you're going to be over there, right, sipping your little sippy cup. Because I'm sorry, Browns fans, but the AFC North started in 2002. And since 2002, you really haven't had a good team other than recently. So, because of that, you guys going over there. Now, this is not an insult towards you because you guys haven't really had dirty players. You guys haven't been able to win games. That's why, pretty much. But, again, not an insult toward you Browns fans. Just go over there, enjoy your time. Us adults are going to finish our conversation here. Because, again, the Browns fans, you haven't had any dirty players, so there's not really any situation where I can say, oh, yeah, the Browns, here's a list of the Browns players that were dirty. No, not really. I know the first argument that gets brought up whenever someone mentions dirty players, and it's a Bengals fan calling out somebody. It's Vontaze Burfict. Vontaze Burfict was dirty. Congratulations. What's your next argument? Oh, you didn't have a next argument. By the way, Vontaze Burfict is, overall wise, I know he was dirty on the field, but he's a great guy. He's actually a really great guy. Learning more about him after his football career, he's actually a really great guy, really great person. And a lot of people don't realize the good person he actually is. But anyway, though, the Ravens have had plenty of dirty players. Ray Lewis was dirty. And I'm not even talking about what he did in 2000 to two people. Yeah. Ray Lewis was dirty. Ed Reed was dirty. Charles Suggs, probably one of the dirtiest players. And, it is what it is. This is the AFC North. This is how the AFC North has always been. It's a tough, just punch your teeth out division, right? And it's always going to be like this, no matter what. No matter what rules they implement, no matter what things they go through. I mean, you had the 2000 Baltimore Bullies, right? They literally called the 2000 Ravens were called the Baltimore Bullies because they would bully people. They would hurt people. They would, do things on purpose just to make sure that, you weren't walking the next day. They would try to injure people. They would try to take people out, right? So, again, we've all had this in this division, but I will say the Steelers and the Ravens are the dirtiest teams in this division. They are. And now when I say that the Steelers are the dirtiest team or the Ravens are the dirtiest team in the league, I think they're up there. I think the Raiders over the last part of history has been the dirtiest in the league, period. I know they way back in the day, they had Jack Tatum, who was called the Assassin. But as of recent memory, I will say the Raiders probably the dirtiest team in the league. But the Steelers and, again, the Ravens are up there. They really are. And I know I'm going to get a lot of backlash and a lot of hate for that. But, again, we all have dirty players. We had Vontaze Burfict. You had half your freaking defense, Baltimore. And Steelers, you had a list. A list. Okay, so, while yes, this injury right here that Zim Whodey is pointing out is, in fact, headhunting. Is, in fact, James Harrison, another example of him being the POS he is when he was with Pittsburgh. He did play for us 1 year, and when he played for us, I think we cleansed him. Even though he went back to Pittsburgh after us, nonetheless. This 1 year, when he was playing with Pittsburgh, in this video, he was dirty. He was disgusting. And this is just, again, a part of the AFC North history that there has been a lot of dirty players, right? But at the same time, though, I agree with Zim Whodey that a lot of the Steelers' history has been this. They have been known for their dirtiness. They have been known for their tough, just disgusting behavior. And that's just how the Steelers won their 6 Super Bowls. That's how the Steelers have always played great defense. Same thing with the Ravens. So I don't understand the Steelers fans too much who are taking this as an insult, because no, it is an insult in the fact that they should not be doing this. This is not right. This is wrong. This is disgusting behavior by the players, by the franchise. But at the same time, though, I feel like every Steelers fan and Ravens fan, for the most part, knows this, right? This is just how it was. So again, like I said, I know they're going to be upset and they're going to scream at me and yell at me for it, but it is what it is, man. Zim Whodey was spitting facts, and you just got to understand that this is a part of the AFC North. When it comes to the history of the AFC North, and you guys, it's just how you guys are. We have Vontaze Burfict. We had Vontaze Burfict. Congratulations. You guys had everybody else. And you guys are watching. Make sure to like and subscribe button down below. If you are new, keep in mind I will be live streaming our game for Monday Night Football Ring of Honor game. I will be live streaming it on this upcoming Monday. So make sure you stop by the stream, check it out. We get crazy during these streams. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.